Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi Masechet Shevuot. We are up to Perek Daled Mishna Yud Alayev. Today's Mishnayot should be Le'ilu Nishmat Neria ben Svetlana Ranbayev, Eliyahu ben Burcha Israelov, Chana bad Miriam, Sason ben Ryan, Yoshua ben Shifra, Menuchatam began Eden, Amen, and Avdi ben Chaim lechaim, v'derefua shelemav Daniel Shalom ben Rosa, Betoch Shah Cholei Yisrael, and Achlama Merav Binyamin, O Tzion Chai ben Dvorah. The Mishnah discusses the case of witnesses who do know testimony, but the court will not accept it from them. Amar lishnayim mashbi'ani alechem ish ploni uploni. If someone said to two people, I impose an oath on the two of you, so-and-so and so-and-so, she'im atem yodin li edut shetavo utiduni, that if you know testimony that is beneficial for me, that you should come and testify for me, Shevuot she'enanu yodin lecha edut, and they replied, we swear that we do not know any testimony for you. Them yodin lo edut ed mipi ed. And in fact, they do know testimony for him, but only as a witness who heard it from another witness, meaning they did not see the event themselves, but heard about it from witnesses who did see it. Such testimony is generally not acceptable. O shaya echad men karo pasul. Or even if they saw the event themselves, but one of them was not eligible to testify because he was a relative of one of the parties in the dispute or a disqualified person. There are certain people who are disqualified from serving as witnesses because of their sins. Hare'elu piturin. These witnesses are not obligated to bring an offering for their oath of testimony because their testimony would not have been accepted in any case. In the case where one of the witnesses was a relative or disqualified, neither of them is obligated to bring an offering because only one of these witnesses is eligible to testify, and his testimony alone would not have enabled the claimant to collect. Now, the Mishnah has already taught earlier that the law of the oath of testimony does not apply to people whose testimony would not be accepted by the court. The Mishnah means to add here that even if the defendant agreed to accept hearsay testimony or the testimony of relatives, these witnesses are still not obligated to bring an offering. Only witnesses considered fit by Torah law are subject to the offering. And that is the end of Mishnah Yud Aleph. Mishnah Yud Bet discusses an oath imposed by someone other than the one who is claiming the money. Shilach biyad avdo, if the person claiming the money did not impose the oath on the witnesses himself, but instead sent his servant to impose it, o shamar len had nitba, or if the defendant who was being sued said to the witnesses, Mashbi'ani alechem shimatem yodin lo edut shetavo utiduhu, I impose on you an oath that if you know any testimony for the claimant, you should come and testify in his behalf, and the witnesses denied knowing any testimony, harelu piturin, they are not obligated to bring an offering, ad sheishmu mipi hatovea, this is because witnesses do not become obligated to bring an offering until they hear the request for testimony and the oath being imposed on them directly from the person claiming the money. This is learned from the unusual spelling of the word lo, not testify, in the verse about oath of testimony in Vayikra chapter 5 verse 1. Instead of being spelled lamed aleph, it is spelled lamed vav aleph, which can be read as a combination of the two words lo to him and lo not. So we can understand that the verse is to be saying im lo yagid v'nasavano. If to him he does not testify, he shall bear his sin. Meaning, if it is to him, the person claiming the money, that he, the witness, does not testify by denying testimony and oath that the claimant imposes on him, then he, the witness, will bear his sin and have to bring an offering. But if he denies someone else's oath to testify, he does not bring an offering. And that is an Abotai of today's Mishna Yomi. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen v'amen.